ready for some Mat Pilates. So we're gonna start with our standing work. So let's just have all 10 toes straight ahead. Let's warm that body up. Let's squat down and then stand back up. Squat down and back up. So just starting with our footwork. So thinking about our leg alignment and this mobility at our joints, moving through the ankle, knee, hip, and shoulders as we're squatting. Feeling those feet on the mat, deepening into our breath. Considering this as our Pilates 100, a little different, but I'm gonna consider it as that for us today. And let's do 3 more. 2. And then let's hold down on this next one. Hold down, and as you hold down, we're just gonna open the arms and close. Open and close. So think about staying connected through your torso. Keep those ribs lined up with the pelvis and just open up to the back of the arms. Let's do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more, and then hold down, and then just little pulses with those legs. So think about that whole entire thigh muscle working here, front and back of the thigh, engaging into the core. Let's do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, all the way back up, standing towards your mat. Now the chin, the chest, round the spine, bend the knees. Good, hang heavy, let your hands find that mat, and then slowly step into a plank. Look at, we're doing that planking already. Good, breathing into the hold here. 1 more deep inhale. As you exhale, step your feet in, round through your spine. Slowly come all the way back to upright. Let's do that again. Now the chin, the chest, round to the spine. Bend the knees. Hands find the mat. Step back, find your plank. Step it back in and round it back up. We're gonna do that a few more times. Let's nod that chin, the chest, round to the spine. Scoop those abs, bend the knees. Hands find the mat. Step back, find your plank. Step it back in and round your spine back up. We're gonna do that 2 more times. Nod the chin, the chest, round the spine. We're gonna bend those knees. Step it out, hold. Find your lovely plank here. Sink those heels back. Step it back in and round your spine back up. Let's go ahead and do that 1 more time. Nod the chin, the chest, round the spine, bend the knees. Step out, find your plank, sink those heels back. Feel the whole back end of your body activate here, your butt cheek, hamstrings, back muscles. And breathe, and just hold. Let's point the toes and flex. Point and flex. Just allowing your body to move forward and back by moving from those ankles. You can always come down on your knees as well and just hold that position. Let's do 3 more. 2. And then hold your heels reaching back. Let's step those feet in, round through your spine, and slowly come all the way back to upright. So making sure you have space on both sides of you, crossing those palms together. Let's go into that lateral lunge to the side, come together, and other side. So just stepping side to side, sitting back into your invisible chair, so reach your booty back towards your heels, focusing on that breath. Good. And of course, you can make this a small, controlled movement. It doesn't have to be quick, it can be slow. Or feel free to pick up the pace and get that heart going a little bit more. So however you're feeling this morning. But pressing those palms together, feeling those armpit muscles activate. Let's hold over to the side here. Let's twist and rotate and center. Twist and rotate and center. Think about moving through your torso. Use those obliques to help you rotate, focusing on that breath. Let's do 5 more here. Good. Twisting with the core. 3, 2, and then hold that twist, hold it, open those arms out to a T. You're gonna reach down and up. Good, holding into this bent leg, focusing on the breath, reaching up to the sky. 5 more. And then coming all the way back up, stepping back together. Gotta do that to the other side, stepping off to your side, twist and rotate, and come to center. Exhale, rotate, inhale, center. Sitting back into your booty as you're moving here, focusing on the breath. Good. And taking your time as you rotate, keeping that lower body nice and stable. 5 more. 3. And 1 more. Let's hold that twist, and just reaching up and back down, reaching towards the floor, focusing on the breath, reaching this opposite hand up to the sky, and breathe. Good for 5. And then coming back through center, press those palms together and step those feet together. Let's stand facing towards your mat. So we're gonna step one foot back, coming into a lunge, step together, other foot back into lunge and together. Reaching those hands up to the sky, feeling that opening through your quad, your hip flexor, breathing into it. Good. Taking your time, finding your stability, and again, same thing, feel free to go nice and slow here, or if you have control, you could pick up the pace. Getting that body to heat up just a little bit more. Let's do one more time to each side. And then we're gonna step your left leg back. We're gonna hold, so find that nice stable lunge here. We're gonna hinge forward at the hip, so fold forward, and then I'm gonna bring my arms out to a T. So you can stay here stable or support yourself with this front leg, bend that leg in and back out. Bring it in and back out. Closing those arms in front of you. Imagine that you're in a plank doing kind of that runner, jackrabbit type of move. Engaging in the core. Good. Opening with the back muscles. Open those arms with the back of the shoulders. 5 more. Use your abs to bring that leg in. 2 more. And 1. And then find that opening, reach up to the sky, open up through your hip. And then bring those hands down, step those feet back together. Let's take that opposite leg back, find that nice lunge. Hinge, move forward from the hips. Draw the abs in, stabilize with that front leg. Bring those arms out to a T. Let's bring that leg in and back out. Bend it in and back out. Draw in with the core, opening those arms with your back muscles. Draw the shoulders out of those earlobes. And find length in that leg as it reaches back. Also kind of like a mountain climber move if you're in a plank. 5 more. Good. And 2. And 1 more. Hold that leg back. Reach your hands up to the sky. Find that nice opening through that front hip flexor. Good. Circle those arms around. Step that foot back together. Nod the chin, the chest, round through the spine, bend the knees. Allow your hands to find the mat, and then step into your all fours position. So shoulders out of those ears, lift out of the armpits, focus on the breath, and let's take one leg back, bring it in, and then another leg, and in. So alternating, finding that stability of the pelvis, and then see if you could just do the arms. One hand forward, and then other arm forward. So you can keep going slow like that, or reach opposites away. Opposite arm, opposite leg. And find that length in your body as the limbs reach out, focusing on that breath. Lifting out of the armpit, so feel like you're lifting out the armpit, shoulder out of the ear as you're in this position. Good. Lengthen that leg as it reaches away and deepening into your breath. On this next one, let's go ahead and hold. Hold, find that. Let's bend in, reach knee to elbow and back out. Knee to elbow and back out. Just 3 more. And 1 more. Hold it out. Lift out this armpit and pulse your limbs up to the sky for 5, 4, use those back muscles, 3, 2, and then bring everything back in, recenter, reset. Let's take that opposite leg out, and then knee to elbow, and reach and lengthen. Knee to elbow, reach and lengthen. Good, find that control from the core. Focus on the breath. 5 more. And 2. On this next one, go ahead and hold out, lift out that armpit, and little pulses up to the sky for 5, 4, bring everything back in. Good. So from here, let's go ahead and bring your legs forward. Let's sit on your butt with your legs straight out in front of you, stacking up nice and tall. You can always bend the knees as a modification and use them to help guide your hands up and down if needed. Otherwise, hands out in front of you, spine stretch forward like you're going up and over a beach ball. So lift the ribs up out of the pelvis. Stack yourself back up to upright. And then as slow as you can, roll your body back down onto the mat. Hands reach overhead, hands to the sky, nod the chin to the chest, crease at that chest line, find that crunch, find it, hold it. Press down through the heels in the butt to help you roll it back up. Spine stretch forward, stack yourself to upright. So if needed, bend the knees, walk your hands down, hands reach over, hands to the sky, walk your hands back up the thighs, and then spine stretch forward. Remember, it's more important to go slow, slow, slow on the way down to help build that core strength. But again, still finding control on the way back up. And as you roll down, think about your thighs being pulled away from your body. We're gonna still mobilize each bone of the spine as much as you can in both directions. And slowly down. Let's do that one more time. And on this last one, we'll go ahead and we'll stay on the mat. So go ahead and come down, let's bend the knees. And have your feet planted firmly on the mat, hands at your side, flat back bridge lifted up, flat back lower. Engage the butt up, release on the way down. Squeeze into those glutes, release them down. Good, weight on the shoulder, lengthen your neck, focusing on the breath. We're just gonna do 5 more here before we transition. Good, 4, and 2 more. And then on your next one, let's go ahead and bring those hips back down. So once the hips are connected to the mat, one leg at a time, take those legs to tabletop. If you need to, imprint, press that lower back down, or maintain your neutral so you have that nice natural curve at your lower back. Tap one toe down, bring it up, and then other toe and back up. Good, focusing on the breath and the stability of the core. So as that leg taps down, think about hugging your hip bones in towards each other and drawing that belly to the spine to help you stay stable. So we're gonna layer on, so you can always stay here, or once you're even with both legs, tap both toes down, lift, then just the right, just the left, and then both. Again, still just moving from the hip socket, keeping the rest of the body stable. One leg, the other leg, and then both legs. Let's do that a few more times. And we'll do 2 more sets. One more time. And then both legs. Coming back up, and then let's just set both feet down to the mat again. Flat back bridge, lift your hips up and lower down. Engage the booty up, release as you lower. Engage up, release it back down. Focusing on that breath. Feel like your thigh bones are being pulled across the room as you lift. And think about your heels wanting to pull in towards your butt to help you activate more through the back of your thighs. Let's do 2 more. And then let's hold your hips lifted. Hold your hips lifted. Feel that softening at your sternum so you feel your shoulder blades on the mat. And then keeping those hips evenly lifted, take one leg up to tabletop at a time. Kind of opposite of what we were just doing before, because now you're stabilizing more through the back body to help you move. And again, still same thing though, we're still just moving at that hip socket, keeping the rest of the body stable. Focus on the breath. Let's do 1 more time each side. And then once we're even, hold one leg up to tabletop and little pulses of your hips up and back down, focusing on that breath. And 5 more. Hold your hips up, set that foot down, other side, and little pulses up and down. Deepening into your breath. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, hold it up, set that foot back down, and then slowly peel down through your spine. Once your butt connects, find that neutral so you're evenly working between the front and the back of the body. You have that natural curve at your lower back. Take one leg lifted up, stretch up to the sky. Other leg comes flat on the mat, pressing that heel down. Let's straighten and bend your leg. Good. So find that stretch through the back of the thigh, focusing on the breath. 2 more. And then hold that leg lifted, hold it up. Hands can come down to your side or hold the thigh if you need to. Let's do a large leg circle. But again, make it a smaller circle if you're having a hard time stabilizing through your torso. Like your toe is the tip of a pencil. Good. 3 more. Keeping everything stable, just moving that leg bone. And then let's go ahead and reverse it. And it's better to have a smaller range of motion and keep the rest of your body stable than make it bigger. 3 more. 2. And 1. Grab the back of your thigh, lift up into a crunch if your body allows. Crease of that chest line, relax your shoulders. Grab the hamstring or the calf, pulse that leg in for 2, and switch. Pulse, pulse, and switch. Inhale, inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, inhale, exhale, switch. Nothing is moving besides your limbs. So hold your crunch or keep your head down if you need to, but stabilize through the core, through the spine. 1 more time to each side. Hold the opposite leg lifted, lower your head and neck down. Let's bend that knee and straighten. Bend and straighten. Take this moment to shift your hip away from the ribs, creating that equal length on both sides of your torso and even weight in your hips. Let's hold this leg to straight. If you can, take your hands to your side. Let's do those large leg circles. Good. Remember, make it smaller if that's more appropriate for you today. So honor your bodies. 3 more. And 1. And then go ahead, reverse, go the opposite direction. We're gonna stay as stable as your body allows today, just doing our best. 3 more. 2. And 1. And then grab the back of that thigh, lift back into that crunch if you can, holding the calf or the hamstring, pulse it in for 2, and switch. Exhale, exhale, inhale, switch. Keeping that pelvis nice and stable, creasing out that chest line, focusing on the breath. Good. Let's do 1 more time to each side. And then we'll go ahead, bring those legs back in. Hold here, reach your hands up, little pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep the legs here, but lower the torso down. Open the arms a little wider. Go ahead and now drop both legs over to your right. Come through center, both legs to your left, and then through center. So just dropping those legs side to side, really focusing on keeping the upper body, your rib cage on the mat, and just thinking about moving that lower body, using your obliques. So feel that side ab, help to bring your legs back to center, contracting to that side. Good. Finding that connection of your breath as we move here. Beautiful. Let's do 1 more time to each side. And then once we're even, coming back to center, setting those feet back onto the mat. Good. And then we're just gonna slowly press ourselves up, coming up onto our forearms. And so once you're on your forearms, we're gonna go ahead and lift out the armpits, keeping that lower back lifted. Take 1 leg up to tabletop at a time, right to left. So again, feel free to stay here, lift out the armpits, open up your chest, or 1 leg up, other leg up. Let's reverse that, toe taps now. So tapping down and back up. Same thing, still moving from your hips. And you could stay here, add in both legs, or just stay with those singles. You can also straighten your legs or keep them bent. So 1 leg, the other leg, and both legs. 1 leg, the other leg, and then both legs. Whoops. And lift out those armpits, right, left, and both. Right, left, and both. Let's do that 1 more time. And then hold both legs lifted. Let's do large leg circles. Down, around, and up. Down, around, and up. Lift out the armpits. Bend the knees. 2 more. And 1 more. And reverse. Go the opposite way. Focus on the breath. 2 more. And 1. And then bring those feet back on the mat. Press up to straight arms. Fingertips facing into your butt. Shoulders out the ears. Let's lift out the armpits. Lift those hips up. Let's do some tricep dips here. Bend both elbows and press. bend, and press it back up. Putting those elbows back behind you, open up through your chest, focusing on the breath. 5 more. 2, and then hold it halfway down, little pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then bring your butt down. Let's lay on your side. So laying onto your side body, cradle your head with your hand or lay flat. And then you can always take those legs just slightly in front of your body. So draw this top hip away from the rib and let's lift that top leg up and back down. Again, make this a smaller range of motion if you're moving through the torso, through the pelvis. So we want to find that control within the movement. Good. And 2 more. Hold that leg to the height of your hip, flex the foot, so pull the toe toward your knee, bend the knee in front of you, and then hiya, kick it back down. Bend it in, and then press through the heel and the glute. Scoop with the abs to bring it in, press through the heel and the glute to lengthen back out. Keeping that bottom leg nice and stable. Good, reaching through that heel, find that length every time you press it out. If you've ever been on the reformer, think about having that strap on your foot and find that same resistance in both directions as you move. Good, find that energy and that length. Let's do 5 more. And 2. Good, 1 more time, press it down. On this last one, hold that leg bent in, lower the leg down and lift it back up. So keeping it bent, lower and lift. Lower it down and back up. Remember, checking that you're not rolling your hips forward and back. So still keep that pelvis stable, just moving this top leg. 5 more. They feel amazing. 4, 3. And then hold this leg down. Good, keep it on the mat. And let's lift and lower that bottom leg. Pull the toe towards your knee, so foot is flexed. Using that bottom inner thigh to lift that top leg. Still finding that length, so imagine that you're reaching through your heel as that leg lifts and lowers. Holding that leg lifted, and then just little pulses up. Little pulses. Hold it up, and little pulses. 1 more time, hold it up, and little pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring that leg back down. Let's press up onto your forearm. So legs out long, top foot in front of the bottom foot, lift up into your side plank. If you need to, just bring that bottom knee on the mat, honor yourself wherever you are. Otherwise, hold here, or little dips of those hips up and back down. Good. Deepen that breath, lift out the armpit. We got 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and then hold it up, and then slowly lower back down. Let's mosey on over to the other side. Got another side to do. Remember, legs just a little bit in front of your body. Top hand pressing down, lift that top leg up, and back down. Lift, and lower. Good, we're gonna keep this top hip away from the ribs. Core is active to help maintain the stability. Deepen into that breath. Good, 2 more. And then hold that leg down to the height of your hip, flex the foot, so pull the toe toward your knee, bend that knee in front of you, and then lengthen that leg away. Bend the knee in front of you, and then lengthen like it's being pulled away. Resist it in, and back out. And think about feeling your glute, feel your butt cheek as your leg reaches out. Just feel that glute activate. And again, if you've ever been on the reformer, imagine that you have that strap on your foot, and just mentally create a little bit more tension throughout the movement as you bend it in and as you press away. 5 more. We're almost there. Good. And 2 more. On this last one, let's go ahead and lengthen out, bend it back in. Let's lower that leg down and lift it back up, lower, and let's remember, make this a smaller range of motion if your pelvis is tilting forward and back, or if it's lifting. Remember, we want to find that stability through the torso, through the pelvis, as just this leg is moving. Feels amazing, right? 5 more. And 2. On this next one, let's go ahead and bring that leg down and hold it down. Flex that bottom foot. Let's lift that leg up and back down. So bottom leg up and down. Good. Feel like you're reaching through that heel, like that bottom leg is being pulled away from you as it lifts and lowers. Good. 3 more. 2. And then hold it up, hold it up. Little pulses up, little pulses. Good. Deepen into that breath. Hold it up, and little pulses. Find that length. Hold that leg lifted, hold it up. 1 more time, little pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then bring that leg back down. Let's press up onto that forearm. Shoulder out of the ear, lift out this bottom armpit. Top foot comes in front of the bottom foot. And let's go ahead and lift up into that side plank. And remember, if you need to, just drop that bottom knee down at any point. So shoulder away from the ear, lifting up, and let's dip those hips up and back down. So little dips. And breathe. And smile, because you know you're close to being done with this and it feels so good. Right? We got 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. Hold it up, and then slowly lower back down. Let's flip over to your belly. Good, open those arms nice and wide. Let's lift your right leg and then your left leg. Alternating, focus on the stability through the pelvis. And as that leg lifts, imagine that's being pulled back behind you. Feel free to stay here, or once you're even, let's lift both legs and lower. Lift up both legs and back down. Feel like your butt cheek and your hamstring lifting the legs, but also think about the core helping to stabilize the pelvis and the torso. 5 more. And 2. Hold it up, hold, and then lower it back down. Open the arms a little bit wider to goalpost, palms on the mat. Keeping the legs down, lift just your upper body and lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. As you lift, imagine that your elbows are being pulled to the ceiling, but also back toward your ankles to help assist getting a better lift. So think about that space right between your shoulder blades, that mid-back, helping you to lift up. 3 more. 2. And then hold it up, stay here, or reach the hands overhead, and then bend it back in. Reach overhead, and bend back in. Inhale. Deepen your exhale. Focus on that breath. Draw the shoulder blades down towards the back pockets as those arms come in. Let's do 5 more. 3, 2, and then hold it, hold the elbows back, hold, and then slowly lower back down. Press up onto your hands and your knees, coming into our all fours position. Shoulders out the ears, right arm, left leg, left arm, right. So just alternating right then left. Feel the back muscles maybe engage a little different than you might have felt earlier in class. So just notice if you have any differences. Still focusing on the stability of the torso, just moving those limbs. Breathing into it. You guys are almost there. Let's do 1 more time to each side so we feel nice and even. And then bring everything back in. You can stay here or let's step back, find your plank. Shoulders out the ears, breathe. Let's pike it up and then back to your plank. Pike, lift your hips up and then back to plank. We're gonna do that 5 more times. Good. Rolling through the shoulder, rolling through the hip and the ankle. And we got 2 more. Find that plank before you pike. And 1 more time plank, and then let's hold that pike. Bring the feet in closer if you need to, shoulders away from the ears, and then bend 1 knee at a time. Getting that stretch through the back of the thighs and the calf muscles. 1 more time to each side, and then hold the feet flat. Slowly walk the feet in. Let your hands and your head feel heavy. And then as slow as you can, roll yourself up, bone by bone. Coming back to upright, big inhale. Feeling gratitude for your bodies. taking time to move them today. Your body appreciates it. And I appreciate you being here, taking time to move with me as well. And I hope you guys have a beautiful day. And join me for full body 30-minute Mat Pilates workout. You know, share with a friend, share this workout, me doing it or you, and tag me. Don't forget to tag at Jessica and Pilates so I know that you shared it.